What's good, folks, and welcome back to another, what if? This is Dark J19, and I believe this is what if Deku was the next chosen one, part 3. Where we last left off, Deku has, finally returned to Earth, saving everyone at the USJ attacks, along with his clones. And just let me remind you of the characters in this story. This is Deku. This is Bite, his second in command of the clones. Bella Kale, his Padawan, his young Padawan. Both of them are love interests for Deku. One of his clones, well, one of Heva's clones, but they have some of Deku's DNA in them, so those are technically basically his daughters. So and the highest ranking ones is Commander Mitnick, Captain Virgo, and Commander Gax. The fleet and whatever, and his clone army right here. So let's start this what if. So during Deku's time on Earth, he's been trying to fit back in, since he's been away from people for so long, and mostly away from his own kind, most of them usually being Heva and Bella and a bunch of aliens during his bounty hunting era. He's been finally back on Earth. He's just been trying to fit back in. He's had the clones, his clone army, kind of settled themselves as a new force to battle villains in Japan or whatever. As Deku would state that his clones will only follow his orders, Heva or Bella's orders or whatnot. No outsiders or whatever can tell them what to do. And the clones with Deku's orders usually be following their own law. They will capture villains, but if they face like certain villains who prove themselves to be extremely dangerous, Deku's orders are to execute them on sight if they prove themselves to be extremely dangerous. And even though the folks at UA would complain about how the clones work and the fact that they shouldn't kill, Deku would always bring up the results and how crime has been going down a lot more, which is something that people at UA can't argue against. Most of the heroes just don't like how Deku operates, but what can they do? And the League of Villains aren't too happy with this either. This has been killing a lot of their recruits and dwindling their profits. Shigaraki is especially angry more than anyone, since all he had to do is bring the Nomu there to kill All Might. But then out of nowhere, some freaking dude with some damn laser sword and a bunch of army of females come out of nowhere and ruin everything for him. So, yeah, he's not too happy. So at this right now, Deku is on Kamino, speaking to his second in command, Hava Bite, about how. Hang on. Okay, sorry. But yeah, Deku is right now on Kamino speaking to Hava Bite, his second in command, about how the clones are doing on Earth. Him saying that most people are kind of complaining about their revealing armor, but I could care less. They do their job well, and the police likes them, which was unexpected, really. Hava agreeing, happy for Deku and how he's able to come back home, be home, since Deku was able to create. I'm sorry for this yawning, you guys, but Deku was able to create a teleporter to Kamino to Earth, you know what I'm saying? So he can go back and forth. But he had not settled on where he wanted to create his second base on Earth. He haven't, find a somewhat secluded place, which not saluted, but you know what I mean. Secluded. Is that how you say it? Shoot. Secluded, a place where, not much people are. So, and you'd think you'd be able to find one on Earth, but most of the places he's been seeing in Japan is kind of occupied with other people, which annoys him. But Hava has brought up a bounty hunting mission that she found out about a while ago and wanted to talk to Deku. Deku saying, explain, as Hava pretty much says that this bounty hunting mission is basically, this mission is we're basically hunting down a trafficker. Our employers just wants us to kill him and his gang. And if we do that, we will be able to get our hands on top of the line construction workers. And maybe, as I thought, maybe I was thinking that the second station you want on Earth, maybe we don't have to have on Earth. We can have a floating station in space next to Earth. We can have the top of the line construction workers build us a station around Earth, as Deku likes that idea and accepts it. But before they can talk any further, Bella calls on Deku's communicator, telling him that his mom said it's time to go to school. Heva, a little upset because ever since this school thing started happening, she haven't been able to spend that much time with Deku, which is usually why she would bring up these bounty hunting missions, because as long if it gets Deku a lot of money or something interesting, Deku would always accept these missions, and this allows Heva to spend more time with him. And because besides those missions, Deku would often just be on Earth, dealing with the clones down there, while Heva is dealing with the ones on Kamino. And she just doesn't like the fact that they've been separated for so long, and that Bella gets to be a bit closer with Deku, since she also goes to school with him. And she wanted to go to school. She wanted to try to go to that school thing too with him, but since she's like a bit older, not really around Deku and Bella's age, she can't really go to UA. But she's not really too mad at it, since she enjoys going on little missions around space with her clone daughters. So yeah, Deku saying bye to Heva and all his clone daughters who stayed on Kamino, teleported right back to Earth. Deku saying bye to his, saying hi and bye to his mom as he walks to school with Bella asking like, what was going on up there? As Deku explains that we might be able to finally get another station around Earth. As Bella excited, saying, "Oh, really? Really? You've been wanting that for a while. How are you gonna be? How are you able to get another one? You said you don't really have the money for it. Well, with this bounty mission, that Hava has told me about, we might be able to get our hands on some workers, and they'll help build a new station for us, and for my new station for us. It's like, as Bella nods her saying, that's good. As they are arriving at UA, they see Commander Gax and Captain Virgo being berated with questions from news reporters, asking them about their leader Deku, and wanting to know what his quirk is and if he really created them. Gax, Virgo, even though she's serious sometimes, she's only mostly serious during battle, but outside of battle, she's more, Virgo is more, a somewhat fun-loving gal, while Gax is a lot more serious. So during that time being berated with questions, Captain Virgo looks to see Ku and Bella walking towards UA. Virgo yelling out, "Dad, help! Help!" As Gax hits her on the head, saying, "It's general, but yes, we do. But yes, we do need some assistance over here." As Deku is looking straight at Bella, as she's like, "What?" As he closes his eyes, saying, "Forgive me for this, Bella. Forgive you for what?" As Deku just pushes her to the media, as they are like, "Oh, that's Deku. That's that Deku kid's friend. Also one of the ones who came up with the space station or whatever." As the media starts berating Bella with questions, as Deku just jumps over the gate and walks into school. As he is just walking into school, he's getting stares at by some of the students, as they are just wondering who Deku realize. They know Deku. They kind of know who he is, as the guy who came out of nowhere with an army that saved the kids of Class A from a bunch of villains. As you know, Deku is getting most of the praise at UA, because he was the one who, him coming out of nowhere from space, just from space, defeating those villains. That's what most of the folks are really paying more attention to than just, Class A fighting villains. They're paying more attention to what Deku did. I mean, wouldn't you? Just some dude coming from space, saving your ass. I'd probably pay more attention to him too. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, hang on. So, anyway, Deku makes his way to class. His way to Class A, as he opened the door, and everyone there is excited to see him, except Bakugo and Todoroki. As Mineta and Danky and them is asking Deku about the girls and about his little army, and how he's like so lucky to be surrounded by them. So lucky to be not only surrounded but be a leader of an army of hot chicks. As Deku just tries to ignore it since those are his kids. As some of the female classmates are trying to flirt with your boy, but that's not what. He's not really much paying attention to that. He's mostly focused on his lightsaber, as he keeps on his person. Momo asking about that, about his sword that he used with the villains. Him saying that it's not a laser sword. Have more respect. It's a lightsaber. As Momo pretty much say that. Momo asks, saying like, what's the difference? As Deku explains that the difference between a laser sword and a lightsaber is that unlike a laser sword, a lightsaber has an actual living creature in it. If you guys didn't know that, kyber crystals are sentient beings, I think you can look that up, and and that's in like Star Wars lore. It's probably like in Legends, but who cares? I don't know. But that's what I heard about, that kyber crystals are living beings. And even though Deku has a crate dragon pearl in his lightsaber, why wouldn't that also be a living being? Like, whatever. Why not? I mean, you guys can tell me whether I'm right or wrong if they're living creatures. Well, not living beings or not, because they are. I think I remember hearing something like that. But, Momo not really understanding how a simple crystal can be a living creature, just nods and agree and just kinds of blushes because she thinks that if she just showed her skills and intelligence and all, Deku would probably be a bit more attracted to her as she already thinks that Deku is attracted to her on a on physical appearance, since as she sees Bella small, kind of short, a bit short and flat chested and all, as Momo sees herself seeing herself as with the curves and the bust, believing that Deku would be more into her. But that's besides the point. As Iwa comes in to teach the class, asking where Bella is, as she burst into the class saying, "I'm here, sir." As she looks at Deku angrily. Oh, that's not a word. Angrily. That's not a word. As she looks at Deku a bit peeved off. Walking in an angry fashion, sitting next to Deku, crossing her arms and kind of looking away with that, kind of like that Sundari mad. Sundari, that's how I don't know. You know what kind of mad I'm talking about. I cannot pronounce these fucking words, but you know what kind of mad I'm talking about. As Deku pretty much, apologize as she just, looks away, just keeps looking away, not trying to ignore him. As Deku just, I know what to do. Pretty much starts patting her head, rubbing it, saying he's sorry. As she tries to keep an angry composure, but just couldn't. As she uncrosses her arms, literally like holding Deku's hand on her head, as she kinds of blushes and all, as the girls watching this are kind of jealous, but them saying that y'all don't think that's like a lover's quarrel, right? As Iraq saying, no. I mean, look at them. It's more like a father-daughter type relationship. As Mina saying that, so they're not together, right? They can't be together if it's that kind of relationship. As they just, mutter to themselves. As I was saying, well, let's get on to the lesson. As he does whatever lesson they had to do that day. And so yeah. So as class is starts to end, Aizawa saying before they leave, he wants to inform them about the sports festival happening in a week. As he talks about that, we need to show that UA knows what they're doing and that we truly have proper heroes, and we don't have to be saved by a random dude in a spaceship coming out of nowhere. So yeah, he explains the sports festival, and after that, Class A leaves as the other classes are there wanting to speak to Deku, wondering what his quirk is and how was he able to do those amazing feats and all. As that dude, what's that full name? Shinso jealous tries to belittle. Wait, but yeah, is Shinso the one, the mind controlling guy, or the guy who can touch people and steal their powers? I know Deku fights the guy who can, talk, who can mind control, but I don't know if it was that. I don't know. And he had purple hair. Yes, he had purple hair. But I don't know if his name was Shinso or Morima. Whatever. You guys know who I'm talking about. So, yeah. But Shinso, jealous of all this attention Deku's getting, tries to belittle him, saying that Deku's probably isn't all that special, and that it's no way he's been like in space. He's probably just been on some like random facility on Earth or something. As Deku, who can care less, really just walks away. Okay, it's recording. Just walks away, not caring. As most people just really sees this as it's really cool. His little cape thing flowing, because Deku refuses to wear anything but Jedi-like clothing. He refuses to wear the school uniform. But yeah, everybody's thinking it's like he's really cool, and this just pisses off Shinso even more. So yeah, During that week before the sports festival, Deku decides to return to Galia, that made up planet I made up in the first part. And with Bella to train some more with Anakin, Ahsoka, and Galen Merrick, aka Star Killer. And so yeah, not gonna really explain the training. You should really know how it would go as the sports festival begins. Bakugo, as the class representative, makes his the same speech as he did in canon, which it's kind of gonna bite him in the ass and on this one, as they start the first event with the race. Midnight saying go at Deku and Bella uses force speed to speed through this. Todoroki not able to freeze them in place fast enough, seeing them run at at amazing speeds, which kind of irritates him. Bakugo tried to catch up with his explosions and all, as Deku and Bella are just running, jumping around, jumping over the mines or whatever, dodging zero pointers and all, as Bakugo and Todoroki are just trying to keep up, but they can't really do much against force users. And before y'all get on me with the force speed, that's not a thing. Well, there is that one. Don't forget that one scene where Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan use the force speed to do that, that dash joint. Of course, we never see that ever again in any Star Wars type joint, but it happened. So yeah. I mean, if George Lucas actually still remember that force speed joint, then the Anakin and Obi-Wan fight would probably look a little bit more ridiculous. Even though that fight was fucking badass. If he did remember that force speed joint, it would kind of look ridiculous and goofy. It would look really goofy. I mean, think about it. I mean, it might be cool to be Monopoly. I mean, just think about it. Anakin and Obi-Wan using like those damn ninja, those ninja dashes or whatever joint that like Naruto be doing in their fights. That would look ridiculous. That would not fit Star Wars at all. But yeah. Deku and Bella. Deku getting first place and Bella getting second. Yeah, they won. Woohoo, whatever. As it gets to that cavalry joint. Deku getting the 1 million headband, and Bella is, the only one on his team or whatever. As some folks are, trying to go after Deku to get his headband, as he just, force pushes them away and all. As Todoroki tries to freeze him with some ice, as Deku just uses force fire. Yes, that's a thing. Force fire to melt ice, as this shocks and kind of pisses off Todoroki, because fire bad. Because Todoroki just can't handle that train. Bakugo tries to he goes in with an explosion, but Bella quickly puts a stop to that. Forcing Bakugo's explosion to hit another team. $12:42. Damn, my ass need to get in bed. But yeah, nobody can get Deku's headband, and so yeah, Deku wins that. Everybody cheers, just excited seeing this kid doing this amazing stuff, as they get to the last event, that fighting joint. The first round is Deku versus that Shinso, as Shinso tries to make fun of Deku, ask him all kinds of questions, trying to force him to talk. As Deku just stares at him, holding out his hand and shooting force lightning, or that. Yeah, force lightning at Shinso, as he just picks him up with the force, slamming him into the ground and pulling out, and double hand Palpatine style force lightning that fool's just frying him. As when he's done, he just kicks him out of the ring, winning. Everyone shocked of his powers, and the audience shocked of his powers and everything, because Deku, he ain't here to coddle anybody or feel bad about those with lesser powers, because he already knows a bunch of folks, technically the folks that he created and folks that he's friends with, who has no powers whatsoever, is able to defend and protect people. Seriously, there's so many people in Star Wars who has no powers whatsoever are able to, fight for themselves and even be heroes. So Deku could care less what Shinso has to complain about how his powers are freaking, you know, it's not as, you know, it's not as cool as yours or whatever, you know. It's just freaking show off. It's like he don't got time for that crap. So yeah, he just takes that fool down and you know, the match with for Bella replacing I don't know who fought. I don't remember who fought Mina in the first round. But wasn't it Electric Kurashima? That electric dude? I don't know, who cares? But you know, Bella the first round she fights Mina, Pink Girl. I mean, you should already know how that went. You know, freaking, you know, throw acid at her, freaking catch that shit with the force, throw that shit back to, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you should already know how that goes. So yeah, second round, Deku versus Todoroki. As before Todoroki, before Deku could get to the ring, Endeavor stops him, pretty much that, telling him that he needs to. I want him to show his full power or whatever. I need you to get him to show his full power. Deku not really caring, because you know, why should I do that? Why should I do that for some guy I barely know? As Deku just walks away to his fight against Todoroki. As the fight begins, Todoroki trying to, you know, shoot ice at Deku, him just using the force, just shatter these ice pieces. Him trying to shoot like a freaking glacier at your boy, as he just holds the glacier in place, closing his palm, just shattering that joint, making it like snowflakes or whatever. As this kind of just tires out Todoroki, as Deku pretty much saying that, don't you got like any other side, that fire or whatever, you know, as Todoroki saying that I'll never use his side, ever. I'll never use his powers. As Deku is like, it's not his power, it's your power. Use your power. Yeah, right, fuck that. You think Deku actually cares? As Deku was like, fine, you don't want to use fire? Then I guess I will. Force fire. This freaks out Todoroki as Deku shoots the fire blast. The fire blast at Todoroki, making a huge explosion. Cause you know, it was a really huge fireball or whatever. Cement, whatever fool tries to block Todoroki with the cement wall, but you know, didn't do nothing, as Todoroki just like flew back, crashing into the wall. Deku winning. Yeah, come on. I'm not gonna let Deku coddle that fool. Cause, you know, there's so many bunch of what ifs where Deku is just this. He's just like some badass, you know, cold-hearted type assassin, whatever joint. But you know, for some reason, every time we get to this fight, it's like, it's not your power, it's you. I mean, it's not his. I mean, it's not your power, it's his. No, it's not his power, it's yours. No, fuck that. Why the hell would my Deku would care? Why, because he's a Jedi? No, he trained in both the light and the dark. And even if he's a Jedi, like, seriously, why would he care? No, screw that noise. But yeah, that's Deku's second round. Bella's second round was with that bird guy. Bella wins. I'm not gonna go over that. Who cares? I think Deku's third round, because it was Todoroki who fought Ida after Deku. So it's Deku fighting Ida. So yeah, Ida, you know, use that input. What is it called? Who cares? That freaking boost, whatever joint, try to kick Deku, but you know, it ain't do much. As Deku just dodges, kicking him in the back, kicking Ida in the back, shooting him with a bunch of force lightning, and just kicking him out of the ring. No respect. As Bella's third round. Did I say she fought the bird guy? I think I did. Who cares? If I did, she won as the bird guy. But her third round is with Bella versus Bakugo. As Bakugo is pretty much coming in the ring, just trying to blow up Bella. Get out of my way, little girl. Once I defeat you, I'm going after that. I'm going after that freaking nerd. As Bella hears this, nerd? Who you calling a nerd? As this kind of gets Deku's attention, because he's feeling something out of place. As Bakugo pretty much says, like, that stupid nerd you call master. As he tries to blow up Bella, and Bella, hearing Bakugo disrespecting Deku, kind of really angers her, as she kind of taps into the dark side, holding out her hand, force choking Bakugo, as this really gets Deku's attention, as he's just watching, wondering what Bella's gonna do now. As she just slams Bakugo on the ground over and over, as Bakugo tries to regain his composure, you know, trying to get out of it, shooting an explosion, trying to distract Bella, but you know, it does nothing. As Bakugo tries to charge in, Bella ducks easily, as she runs up, kicking Bakugo in the back. He's getting irritated. He used his that little Hallister impact, whatever joint, has Bella just used the force to force the explosion back at Bakugo as it blows him up and throws him out the ring. Bella wins. As Deku just, sits back down because it kind of felt like to him Bella was tapping in a bit too much into the dark side, more than she has to, but it seemed fine to him. So the final round, Deku versus Bella, and with this, they decide to finally use their lightsabers. Bella with her purple lightsaber. Her fighting style is more of a fencer type, kind of like fencer acrobatic type, kind of like Count Dooku a little bit, as Deku is more of a brawler type, pretty much similar to Qui-Gon, Anakin, and Obi-Wan, because Qui-Gon's teachings with his lightsabers is now don't just use a lightsaber, use any other physical things, punches and kicks. Those are basically Qui-Gon's little teachings that Obi-Wan inherited him, and he passed that on to Anakin. So, and Deku, during his training with Bella, he tries to teach that to her, but she, in her eyes, pretty much saying, what's the point of that because we have the lightsaber. A lightsaber hits harder than a punch. As Deku decides to teach her a lesson in that, as they go in for a lightsaber battle, as the audience are just surprised to see this spectacle, as they never seen a fight like this before, as Bella's just jumping around, since she's a bit more faster than Deku. Since she's like a young female than Deku, is a bit more of an older man. Not old, but she tries to hit Deku all kinds of strikes and all, as Deku, during his lightsaber clash with her, kicks her in the stomach, kind of stunning her, as he force pushes her, jumping over her, kicking her in the head, making her fall, kind of drag through the floor, as she gets up, backflipping, goes in for another attack, as Deku just dodge, block. Elbows her real quick in the stomach, as he chops her in the neck, making her fall, as he just, after he chops her on the neck, grabs her with the force and throws her out of the ring. Out of the ring. Chosen one, everybody. Chosen one. Well, the next chosen one. As Deku beats Bella and wins the sports festival. So, yay! So, I'm gonna make this quick. After the next day, they went back to school, UA, whatever. Deku and Bella didn't want to choose an agency since they kinda are their own agency with the clones and all. And Deku's hero name will be Skywalker. Bella's hero name will just be her name, Bella. And Deku has been noticing that Ida has been acting weird, but he can't do anything about it because he's going on a bounty hunting mission with Heva. So he decides to send Bella and Captain Virgo to look after him. But you'll hear that story on the next part of What If Deku was the next chosen one. So yeah, that's pretty much how I'm gonna end this off. Fun, huh? So yeah, just right now talking to you guys. Have y'all seen that season 4 Attack on Titans? What if? I mean, not what if. Attack on Titans joint, season 4 episode 1. That shit is lit. It's lit. Oh my gosh. I won't spoil nothing. I wouldn't do that to you guys, but it's pretty dope. It's really all I wanted to say, but thank you for listening and goodbye. New subscriber. Thanks for subscribing. Enos Mirage. I hope I said that right.